Hi everyone, welcome back to Sabachi's Kitchen. In today's video, I'll be making a simple and easy dinner recipe. It involves fish and it involves vegetables, so let's get to it. The first thing that I'm going to be working on is working on my rice. I'm going to be making it a lemon flavored rice, so I'm going to start with olive oil. To a pan, I'm going to add some olive oil, not too much. I have my pan on low heat. To the oil, I'm going to be adding some onions. I'm going to add my rice in. I'm using jasmine rice. Next, I'm going to be using some ORZO. This gives it a really good texture. If you don't know what ORZO is, this is what ORZO is. And I'll be adding my garlic in. All these will combine together until the onions turn translucent. And we're cooking this on low heat for now. You can use any kind of onion you want. It could be red, it could be white, yellow, whatever. It don't matter which onion you use. Whatever you like, you can use. You want to saute this for 5 minutes until the onions become a little translucent. So I'm going to saute this and I will come back. Alright, so now it's 5 minutes. This is how the rice should be looking. I went in with vegetable broth and I boiled it just to heat it up a little bit to pour it in. Give this a little mix. Now I'm going to be adding some dry seasoning to this. I'm going to add in some salt, black pepper, garlic, onion powder, dill, basil, and oregano. Give this a nice mix. It's already looking pretty. Bring it to a boil. So now you want to turn your stove down to simmer. You don't want to boil this out too quick. Just let it simmer and check on it in 15 minutes. So I'm going to allow this to simmer down for 15 minutes and I'll be back to check on it. So while that is simmering down, I'm going to be working on my vegetables. So I got the zucchini, got some broccoli, and I'm going to be using some carrots. So I'm going to chop this up and I'll be back. So to the veggies, I have it in a bowl. I cut them all up. I'm going to be adding some salt to this and some black pepper. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, not too much. Just very little bit. You could always add at the end when you need. And some black pepper. Just a little bit. I'm just going to toss it in the bowl, just to mix it all in together. Hot, I have a steamer. I have water under here, and I have a steamer on top of it. I'm going to put all the vegetables on top of this and cover it with a lid and let it steam on its own. Added the vegetables into the pot. Here it is. I'm going to steam this down for 15 minutes. When it comes to a boil, I'm just going to leave the lid on there and lower the heat and let it simmer. So it's been 15 minutes for the rice, and the rice is looking very good. So I'm gonna show you guys the rice, and I'm gonna allow it to sit covered for 10 more minutes so all that liquid that it was cooking in could absorb the rest of the rice. And there it is. I'm gonna allow it to sit for 10 minutes before I add in the rest of the ingredients, and I'll be back. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes now. I'm gonna show you guys how the rice is looking. And on top of that, the water has come to a boil, so I'm gonna be cover this down and lower the heat. So here's the rice. The rice is looking really good. Take a fork and fluff it up. All that water absorbed. Alright, this looks wonderful. I'm gonna finish this off with some lemon zest. Give this a good mix. I'm going to use the lemon and cut it in half. Start with half first. And I'm just going to squeeze it over the rice. Mix it in. You could taste it at this point and see if you need to add more lemon in it. I am going to add more lemon. This is the other half of the lemon. Give this a good mix. As it sits too, while you're cooking your dinner, it absorbs more. So try not to really touch it until you're ready to eat. The last thing I'm gonna do is sprinkle some parsley. Give it a good mix and leave it and let it sit. You could always taste and adjust if you need any salt or if you need any more lemon. You can do so now. And I'm going to cover it. Okay, so my vegetables are done and I'm going to show you how it looks. I left it with a little crunch texture and it's not too soft, but in between. So here it is. I'm gonna start on the fish and I'm gonna show you how I do the fish. I have butter. I'm gonna crush some garlic into it. You could choose however you want to cut your garlic. Add some thyme, some dill, and half of a lemon. That's half of a lemon, and I'm gonna microwave this for 15 seconds. After 15 seconds in the microwave, it will loosen up the butter. You just want to give this a good mix. heat this up for another 15 seconds and it should be more melted. Okay, this is how it should be looking. This is the sauce that's gonna go over the salmon. So I got my oven preheating on 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna take some paper towel and I'm gonna pat dry the fish. Already done pat drying. I'm gonna add some salt. Add some black pepper. Next I'm gonna go in with some garlic powder. All-purpose seasoning. I'm gonna sprinkle a little parsley flakes on it. And some smoked paprika. Pat the seasoning down into the fish. Just gonna cut some slits in. Get them all in there. Use some foil and I'm gonna spray some spray butter on the foil so the fish doesn't stick to the foil while it's baking. Just give it a little spray lightly. Now I'm gonna take the fish and I'm gonna wrap it up in the foil. Now I'm gonna go in with that sauce that I made before. Pour it all over the salmon. Add some lemon slices. And last, I'm going to use some rosemary on top of here, like that. Gonna seal this foil and get it ready to bake. Alright, so I'm gonna get ready to put this fish in the oven. I have it right here. It's ready to go in. It doesn't take long at all to bake. It only takes like 15 minutes to bake. So the fish is done. I took it out the oven. It's resting here. Everything is here, the rice, the vegetables. So I'm gonna let Nigel plate it and I'll be back to show you guys the final results and hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys for watching our video. If you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and do so. Leave all your comments down below and I'll see you in the next one.